episode of the Fiber Podcast. My name's William.
And this is Davis, and we're back at the Satellite Studio in North Long Beach, California.
Absolutely. Another doubleheader weekend.
Yeah, man, I'm burned out.
Yeah, we can't do too many more of these.
No, it's I think the month of June is about over. Coming up quick.
Right.
We got next weekend, and then actually, we got some going on the next 2 weekends, but then we'll be well into July, and then we're supposed to be doing some video stuff and whatnot. So,
which we'll get to later.
Right.
But let's start off with some event coverage.
Yeah, yesterday, Saturday, the 21st.
The 32nd Western
F-100.
F100 Nationals.
Right.
Wow, that's how burnt out.
Yeah, the truck show, right.
It's kicking in. Put on by the guys over at Pickups Limited.
Right.
They volunteer. They put the show on. They do the promotion. They get the raffles things going.
Yeah, they do all the legwork and all the PR for it and organize it and get it all set and location and everything else. And
but it's the largest all pre-79.
Yeah, pre-79.
Because that's when the 150 started.
Right.
And
1948?
I don't know when the first truck came out.
49 F1. But that's about 1950. Most of those trucks are like 53 to
56.
Yeah. That's the
Well, 56 is like
that's single year body style, but that's the one that's probably the most popular.
That's the one everybody wants. Everyone wants the 65 Mustang.
Right.
Everyone wants the 56 truck.
The 56 truck with a straight A pillar in the front, the wraparound windshield, and a wraparound back window if that was an option too. So,
which again,
great trucks,
but it's like there's other models that that are pretty cool too.
Yeah, a lot. I think there was a few more of the 57 to 60 this time around with the Y blocks, and also
I'm a big fan of that, the 58, 59. It's just tough looking.
I would probably do 58 to 60, but I think it was the 58 that had the killer hood, kind of like the 58 Fairlane with the ribs on it, but. Yeah, the square box, short bed, wraparound back window. I'm all down for that, man.
Yeah, and
that was my favorite. The beat up light blue one with the four speed on the floor. I'm like, I just like.
But there was also a good fair amount of the 61 to 66.
True.
Which is my truck's body style.
Right.
It was nice. It was nice to see a few more examples of it.
Right.
Then we didn't go last year.
No, we were at the SVRA, Fontana.
But I think the show's gotten a little bit bigger than last time. Seemed like
it was bigger, but it was.
Well, there's definitely
different.
more people.
Yeah.
But
a different group too. It wasn't the same trucks again.
Which is always nice. So
right,
the guys over at Pickups Limited did another good job. Like I was saying, yesterday, I wish that they would put on at least one more show.
2 shows a year.
Because they were doing the 91 car shows, which was like 3 or 4 shows a year.
Right.
Based on a theme, and it's a great location for. It's in an RV park with grass and trees.
Right.
Great location.
Bring your dog, bring your family.
But I
bring
think
a picnic.
Having so many shows, you kind of started seeing the same people, the same vendors, like a little too often.
Right.
Start getting comfortable. It's like, no, we just saw a show a few months ago. Let's do something else.
Right.
So, my opinion is that if they put on like something like that. What was it? The Lakewood Summer Stampede.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
You know, just like
Open up to
everything.
everything.
You know, pick a cutoff year pre-73, 75.
Domestic.
You know, keep it domestic, and then you get your Chevys, your Mopars, your Fords, your everything else,
Trucks,
your
vans.
trucks and vans, and
Roadsters. Hot rods.
have one big show that's not limiting your audience,
Right.
because even this F-100 Nationals it's a limited audience.
Right.
Your average car show person may not want to go to a full Ford truck shows. Maybe they're into Chevy trucks. And be like, I ain't going to that.
But you also look at the space available there in the park. They filled it up pretty good. So,
That's true.
I'm
I'm just saying that they can get away with one more show.
one more show a year, just
And-
accommodate everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
And still stay in business or make it worth their time.
Maybe.
Because I think that might have been the issue before.
Probably.
It's like, do we really want to keep doing 4 shows a year?
Right.
And it's like, let's take a break. I'm sure it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, they have to, they're reserving those spots, 10 months out, and then they're getting vendors, and
Yeah, but
you have to be there at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and
there was that rat rod looking car there. Was that the Pinstripers?
the rat rod looking car.
Yeah, like there were 2 things there that wasn't a truck.
Oh, no.
There was a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah, the Royal Enfield,
Yeah.
which I think may have been a new version of an old bike. They're remaking those.
Okay.
So,
I wasn't aware.
yeah.
And then there was like black and green hot rod.
Black and green hot rod. Black and green hot rod. I don't remember.
You shot photos of it.
Oh,
I didn't put it in the stream because it wasn't a truck.
hot. Oh, geez, hot rod. I don't remember. Oh, yeah. That was it. Wait,
It was by the road.
it wasn't a pickup truck.
I don't think it was. No. I think it was a Pinstripers car.
Oh, I don't remember.
And it just,
There's a coupe, roadster.
it was, front was all totally open.
I don't remember.
It was low.
Okay. But it was like a 30s car or what?
I'll show you pictures.
All right.
If it, I don't, obviously went right.
Right.
It ain't sticking.
Okay.
And then, so pictures and video for that show, they're up. Flickr, our site, YouTube, a lot of good photos. And then today's show was the NMC West Coast Shootout.
Right. NMCA West Coast Shootout in Fontana. That's
Fontana.
right. Yeah.
So, before we talked to another Don yesterday. He's the announcer at Irwindale.
That's Bob.
Okay.
Bob Beck. Right, another Don, right. We'll call him Don number 3.
Okay.
Bob Beck,
we
right.
talked to Bob Beck.
Motorsports announcer, right. He also is, I guess, a full-time representative for the AAA collector car insurance.
Right. But Irwindale is not closing down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Reconfirmed the rumor I heard previously, probably about 2 weeks ago. Irwindale has a another 2-year contract. So,
Somebody else bought them,
yeah,
management company or something like
right.
that.
But
That's probably where the rumor kind of.
what are they going to do? What are they going to do? What are they going to do with it? Right. Like you said, though, just bluntly, what are they going to do? Knock it down? Is it worth the trouble to knock something down to build something?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, true. I mean, commercial real estate these days blows. So 2 years.
2 years, and
So
he
you're up to
seemed
2016, and shouldn't be any problem with the 8th mile drag strip and the circle track. So
right, and he seemed pretty confident that after the 2 years is up, they'll get another.
we'll get
2
another
years.
2 years, right?
Yep.
But like you said, the logistics of that track and that facility pretty much, it's not traffic friendly off the freeway, even though it's right there off the freeway because of the on and off ramps right there.
Yeah.
And there's really nothing out there other than, rock quarries and just industrial stuff. And,
Yeah.
it's...
What would you want to put there?
I don't know.
I mean, if you were a business owner, it's like, oh, I can envision that being.
Right.
And it was like, well, no, because there's not.
That's a facility where I make fiberglass hulls for boats. Right.
Yeah, it would have to be something like that,
Some sweatshop or something.
or something that made a lot of noise because
Right.
because there's no other businesses out there.
Well, back in the day too, Urbandale. Well, they had a track, and I don't remember exactly where it was. As far as the geography of that area, but Urbandale's always had a track.
So
Speaking of which, though,
track.
Terminal Island Dragway.
Well, I thought we were going to talk about Fontana,
Oh, Fontana.
because otherwise we'll forget. I've got it written down.
Okay, you got it written down. Okay. Road map for podcast. Okay.
NMCA West Coast Shootout, Fontana. We got to see the quarter-mile wall
Right.
that was built.
Wow.
To contain
The virtual, yeah. It's just,
to contain the noise that
wow.
shut them down for.
So where does that sound go? Back and up.
Yeah.
Just amplifies it. But I don't see how it's any different than what NASCAR's running back there, which is, 100 feet away.
Right.
I mean, NASCAR, you hear them still coming around. It sounds like they're right behind you.
Yeah, because years ago, I saw the Pro Truck Series there.
Right. Oh,
It's
the
a big-
Craftsman Series
it's
truck. Yeah,
a
yeah,
big
okay.
Big oval.
Yeah, the big oval.
And it's like,
Wow. Yeah, all
That's
the way
gotta be
around,
loud.
dude. Come on.
Yeah.
It's so noisy.
Who's
So we got
complaining
this
about that?
wall out in the middle of nowhere.
Right. So, whatever. But
Whatever.
but it's back up.
Woo.
Fontana's back up and running.
Amen.
Nice and clean facilities.
Yeah.
Ran it.
Flawless
Yeah.
today.
Right,
They
I
were
mean-
on it, man.
It was just like
Keep going, keep going, keep
They
going.
kept-
No problems.
kept it moving. The only downtime was like to.
Eat lunch.
Actually, they
You
didn't.
know what? They didn't. I don't think
they took a lunch. What I noticed, the staff rotated.
Oh,
So one of the guys that was at the burnout lanes,
right. He's burnout box, and he's
they switched at one point, and he was like
oh
working at the
yeah. I
front.
noticed there were two guys.
And then when we turned in our vests, you can tell people have been eating lunch in there. So they probably my guess is they rotated around. It's like, okay, you're on lunch.
Right.
I'm going to cover your spot.
Right.
You know-
So they had plenty of coverage of.
Right. So it was just like continuous running of cars. That was a chair squeaking. And the only downtime was to take care of the track. We didn't even see an accident.
No, it was.
Nobody crossed the line. No one broke down. I mean,
There you go, Tony.
everything worked, and there were some fairly fast cars. I mean, it wasn't. Thank you. It wasn't the 200-mile-an-hour stuff that we saw a couple weeks ago.
There you go, Tony.
But a lot of solid 10-second cars.
Oh yeah, man. It's
You know,
good day at the races, man.
and any time that I can see 60s American iron pulling the front wheels 2-3 feet
off the ground,
feet
yeah.
off the ground, that's a good day of racing.
Oh, everybody's hooking up. No complaints there.
A few of the Mopar guys were just torque monsters, man.
Oh yeah.
There's a white Cornet that was just, and it's a beautiful looking car on top of what, most of these were not like beater looking. There was
One Camaro.
one Camaro that had all that.
And there was
surface
one,
rust.
also one Chevelle too, a '66 Chevelle.
But I mean,
It's just hammered, back ends are primered, and
for
you
the
look at
most
the
part,
guy, you're like, okay,
they're they're show cars.
yeah,
I mean,
they're
it's
clean. Yeah, there's
Okay.
no hacks. I mean, it's clean stuff,
There's
and quite a few dragsters too, with chicks driving. At least 3. I counted at least 3, probably 4. And there was,
well,
so you figure maybe half a dozen female racers out today,
yeah.
in
Well, and
various
part of it's
classes.
the guy with, I forget the name, but the guy that has a drag racing school.
Oh, yeah, I saw that sign. I forgot the name.
He was. Notice when he walks, he looks like he's walking with purpose. He's going somewhere. Just
Right. I'm going somewhere.
But he'd come out, where his students were drag racing, and come, hit your burnout. All
Okay.
right, come back.
I noticed a couple of a family had right.
Then make sure that they're strapped in the way they're
Right,
supposed to. Make sure
everybody's-
that they're straight. Give you the little pat on the hood,
Right.
like do a good job.
Could do 180 miles an hour.
Right. That seems like it might be fun to do, but I don't have that much time to invest into, like every week.
I was gonna say you should start with go-karting.
Well, that's where every racer's supposed to start.
Yeah,
But just
Fontana, man.
just going straight.
Fontana had it all today, man.
They had go-karts.
They had go-karts on one side. They had the road course stuff, the SVRA, which is the vintage NASCAR, the Datsuns and the Lotus, all that stuff going on
Which
the inside and the
We
infield.
knew we weren't going to have time to see.
And then they had quarter mile drag racing with dragsters and stock cars, door slammers, and
And they had autocross.
and they had autocross sponsored by Hotchkiss. It was just like I felt like I missed something because we should have grabbed our lunch and sat down and watched the autocross.
Yeah.
Perfect time for that because it's just like wide open.
Mm-hmm.
But today, Fontana, man.
It was happening in Fontana.
Something for everybody out there. You just wouldn't know it coming off the street.
Right. And at least for us, it's a bit of a drive. So
It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
I hauled, man.
Well,
I did 80, man.
And we didn't hit traffic.
No.
Which, but it's not something like the commitment to going to like a racing school in Fontana or something like that.
Oh,
You'd
that's
have to
too
do that
far.
like every week.
Right.
That's what I mean as far as
Right.
I can't do that.
You have to, man. That's a commitment, man.
I got too much on my plate. As it is. Is my cabinet done? No. Did I touch it? No. But I've been working on getting stuff hooked up for July. So
There you go.
we've got Holly Golub,
Ventura Nationals,
Ventura
right?
Nationals, coming in, or we're going to go to her.
Something.
End of the month. We got to talk about.
Right. We got to figure out our calendar.
We've got Junkyard Jeff.
He'll be in on July the 6th.
And we're going to do the Pertronics install.
Right.
It was the 20th,
Somewhere in there.
and then that leaves a weekend where we can either get stuff done or
Get stuff done? Yeah.
get stuff done. You know,
I'm
because
voting for that, man. I got a ton of stuff to do, man.
these double headers are, you know, and we kept saying, "Oh, we'll have time in July.
We'll have time in July."
We'll have time
It's done. It's gone.
you know, let's start working on the Mustang in July.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I've been thinking about that.
You know,
I haven't touched the Ranchero since I brought it back from fetching wood after the Edelbrock Car Show. So it's like I'm building cabinets again. So
nice.
yeah, well, that's why I have the car, man, to put it to work.
Yeah.
So October, do you think you're going to do the autocross?
Not in Fontana. I'm not.
Come on, man.
I'm not driving the Galaxy all the way out to Fontana to do.
Why not? It'll be in October. The weather will be nice. $50.
Cars too. What happened with you and the Mustang with
Okay.
the SCCA?
That's July the 5th. That's the next time. Are we going to go out to Irvine on July the 5th and go sit in a parking lot for 12 hours?
12 hours.
I got to be there at like 7 a.m. 7 to at least 4. I got to help out with the track too. The Hotchkiss deal, you just pay $50. Ain't nobody working that track, man. That's cheaper than going to SCCA. I got to drop $80 and work the track. And cross my fingers that they have room for me because I'm a newbie. See? What's easier?
Right.
But I was thinking about that on the way home. It's like, ooh, if I'm actually taking the Mustang out on October, either it's going to be done or it's not. But I'm thinking, wow, the 6-cylinder, that would be pretty cool. With an 8, it's totally something else. But it all comes down to those tires and wheels.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. The 6-cylinder could probably, I bet that thing could probably do some good time. It's just light. It's just, I got sway bars and it's dropped in the front and the rear, but it's the tires and wheels that'll just, and the big 14-inch diameter steering wheel. That's the hard part. But it would be fun to do for $50. It's just like, heck yeah, man.
You'd get
What, 3 passes?
I was thinking at least
9
passes.
runs, right?
You know,
9 runs, $50, and then you're done. You just go, all right,
Pack
see you
it up.
later.
go sit down under the Easy Up.
GoPro, go watch some drag racing, take some photos of drag racing.
But I'm telling you, man, the Galaxy's just way too big for something like that. Okay, it would be fun to do,
Sure.
but I would be so slow going around those corners. It'd be like
It'd be like you in a truck. You'd just be rolling around.
it'd be like that
You got stock suspension on there, huh?
on the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Okay, I beefed up the sway bar.
Oh, you did? In the front?
Yeah, in the front.
I didn't know that.
I went bigger than stock.
And you have one in the rear, right? That's factory.
Right.
You have coilovers in the rear too, don't you?
Coilover shocks?
Yeah, the coilover, right?
No, just regular shocks. But I've got coil springs
In the rear
in the rear.
that are not surrounding the shock.
Well, the shock goes like through the middle of them,
Well,
but
that's
it's
what-
not
yeah,
a
that's-
coilover shock.
Okay.
I did 15 years ago. I did put new coils on there.
Oh, in the rear.
I want to say I went all the way around.
Oh, really? You replaced the front coils? Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I want to say they were Eaton.
Oh, okay. Eaton Spring, right?
Yeah. I could look through my book to see if I did 2 or if I did 4, but I remember getting them. I didn't do the work myself.
Doing front coils is a pain.
without the right tools.
Well, you got to drop the lower A arm. It's a pain.
Yep. And that's a big spring, man.
For a full size,
You know,
yeah.
that's a big spring with lots
yeah.
of tension on it.
Not something you want.
Not something I
Not
wanted to
something you
play,
want
play around
compressed,
with.
right.
In the garage that I rented.
A whole bunch of stored energy in a little spot.
Right.
Coil spring can kill you. So
Yeah, that's when I said, okay, Belmont, take it away. Here you go.
right.
It's like,
And you have to get it realigned too. So
yeah, that's one of the jobs. Just like,
yeah, right.
here, just take care of it for me.
All right. Well, we'll see what we can do.
Okay, but my point was,
What is your
was
point?
starting to try to get around to. Remember a couple years ago at Coronado Speed Week?
Yeah. What about it? 2 years ago, we were there last year. We were there in September.
Okay, I think it was 2 years ago
Right.
with the vintage NASCAR class.
Okay.
You know, you've got all these like 80s NASCAR
That's
cars
where we got to,
buzzing around.
sit inside that car, the UPS.
Right.
NASCAR.
But then there was one like 69 Torino.
Oh yeah. The Talladega was the fastback, right?
Okay.
429.
Couldn't keep up with them at all.
Well, he's a newbie, but still, right. That's a big block, heavyweight, full-size car.
That car couldn't cut
Even
it.
with I think it had probably had 10-inch wide tires in front too, and I don't remember if it had power steering or not.
But I mean, he was getting lapped.
He got spun out too.
He spun out, but it was the coolest car on the track.
Oh, by far, man.
That's what the Galaxy would be like.
Oh, by far.
It would be like,
of course.
I'd be the slowest. I'd be hit. I don't know if the Galaxy could have physically made one of those turns.
Yeah, it could.
Okay, but
Yeah,
it'd be slow. I'd be hitting cones, but it'd be like, man, it's a cool car. It'd be on the lines with something like that. Definitely not fast.
Well, I guess you'd learn how you sharpen up your driving techniques then, wouldn't you?
But you get 3 passes, and most of the people by the 3rd pass had it down.
You're cutting down your time, yeah.
You actually, there's a few people that didn't quite learn the track on the first time around.
Yeah, that's expected, though. I mean,
but some of those cars were hitting really good times.
34 seconds.
Right.
Somebody hit a 33, I think.
Yeah. We saw a 34.
Probably a late model Camaro.
And then someone upped the game and hit a 33.
But yeah, yesterday they hit 76 cars racing and a ton of people surrounding that track watching. So, definitely next time that'll be a thing to check out.
So, great day in Fontana. Something for everybody.
Yeah.
Who knew?
I think that's a bonus, though, man.
So, Terminal Island Raceway, what's the latest?
The latest with Terminal Island Raceway is there was a meeting with one of the LA Harbor Commission members. 4 people who are interested in getting this drag strip started had a one-on-one meeting, and it lasted a good 2 to 3 hours. So
that's because
that's right. You attended the previous meeting,
the board meeting where they got the 3 minutes,
right?
And they said, "Do you have a contact?" No, and got a couple business cards, and then that's what led to this meeting.
Right on the 20th.
So 4 people,
right?
2.5 hours,
right? So basically, nobody has said no. The land has been vacant – for a good 9 years. The 9 years. 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 they're interested to hear what our plan is, or what the plan is for reopening a track, whether it's makes money or if it's a nonprofit. What's the idea behind it? They want to see some organization. There is another meeting with the head of LA City Council on Monday, so that's tomorrow. And once again,
which would actually be today.
If you're listening
on time.
Podcast, right. So everything is go. Nobody has said no. The actual group of people, and including ourselves, we've not started donating money or funds yet, because there's no point in doing that if the city says no, right? So the next step would be to file for a nonprofit, 501(c) or something like that, and see about land management, environmental impact, et cetera, et cetera.
Find out what the city wants.
Right.
From, I'm just gonna say us, the people who want the track there.
Right.
You know, what do you want us to do? Here's what we'd like to do.
Right. So, but there's a group, there's the local community councils have signed letters that they're interested in that. They like to see that. Local businesses have added their names to a list, phone numbers, contacts, people who are in favor of this. And this would pick up kind of like where Lions left off, and also where Terminal Island left off back in '95. So it would probably be an 8th mile with a good 8th mile plus footage of shutdown area. There would be plenty of room for a small road course, whether it's for education or go-karting, or I was also thinking too, even if they wanted to have a motorcycle, school driving, same kind of thing, smaller course. It's all possible. So, and there's a lot of potential, but I'm not I'm not knowledgeable as far as accessibility and requirements for, trailers, trucks, handicap people, X amount of parking spaces for the whatever. Exactly, all that stuff. But, like what we were looking at today at Barona last weekend was everything is portable, man.
Mm-hmm.
That track tower today that's a portable building. It's got wheels. Everything's movable.
It's like
the only thing that's not movable is
classroom bungalow.
Yeah, exactly. That would be your classroom. What's a garage? 6 poles and a galvanized roof. I mean, there's that. There's the only thing that's probably permanent would probably be like bleachers. But in the big picture, I guess the most expensive thing would probably be like leveling and ground and asphalt and cement, that kind of stuff.
The K-rails.
K-rail, right? You have to.
Not unless we wanted to go back to that old truck stop in Fontana.
Go
pick a couple of them up.
Go pick a couple K-rails up, right?
Yeah, I'm sure the suspension on my truck would handle
it's
one of those.
Worthless.
Well, that's good news.
So yeah, it's no one said no. Everything is still go, and everybody's crossing their fingers. And once we get inches and steps forward, we'll move along with it. So
if you have not signed that petition yet,
sign the petition.
Do.
Yeah. We got over 2,400 people sign that petition and over 5,000 likes on Facebook.
So easiest way to find the petition is just to go to primerpodcast.com. It's right at the top. It's a change.org
right.
Big long
address,
jumbled
right.
stuff that I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can search Project Street Legal.
Sure,
but it's just faster and easier. I've put it there. Just click on it.
And we've got more than just 2,400 people who've signed, because we've also have a packet of actual handwritten, signed pages from clipboards from car shows and stuff. So it's not just 2,400 people. It's probably closer to 3,000. So
we should get one of those clipboards.
that's a possibility.
Because we've been passing out flyers.
I've been passing out flyers and emailing the flyers to people to give to their friends and club members and try to get the word out.
We could have got more. Like last weekend,
Right.
here's a flyer. Can you go to this website versus I got it right here. You can sign.
There you go.
We'll have to talk to Don and Don.
Actually, you could just download it.
Okay. We'll have to actually download it and
something else to do.
and put it on a clipboard. And then we can.
Maybe we could take it to
Don
the,
and
maybe we
Don.
could take it next weekend to the Antique Nationals.
Right. Probably not going to do a recording next week
It's fine with me.
because
I got plenty to do, man.
and I don't. Okay, I've got a buddy coming in that day. We're going to see Devo's hardcore Devo up in L.A. He was supposed to text me yesterday as far as what time he was coming into Long Beach. So I don't know what time yet. I got to skirt out from Antique Nationals. He was saying midday, which would be perfect. Worst case scenario, I've got the wife that can pick him up from
Some airport.
from Catalina Express.
Okay.
Okay, he's in
Okay.
He lives in Washington. Family
Okay.
reunion stuff in Catalina.
All right.
So then he's coming Catalina over to Long Beach.
Oh, that's right. It's closer than the airport for you.
Right. And then so
Whatever. That's easy. You can take a bus.
worst case scenario. But then we've got a room at a hotel next to the Wiltern because we're old. And it's just like we're not young.
You're gonna be totally useless come 10:00.
Yeah. Coffee, man.
Nah, I still think you'll be useless.
Okay. But that way don't have to drive home,
L.A. Yeah. Well, you'll still be useless.
and-
Yeah. Just get a room.
And he leaves the next day,
Oh.
from Burbank. So it's like
Burbank Airport.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that is a trip.
so it's like
Wow, man.
why drive up there,
Planes.
see the show, come home
Yeah.
just to drive right back.
Right.
So
Planes, boats, and Devo.
there you go. And I
You
don't
do
think
that
I've ever
every
played
weekend,
any
do
of this hardcore Devo stuff.
What?
The hardcore Devo stuff. Have I ever played any of it for you?
No.
Okay. It's all the stuff from like 77 to 79 before the first album came out. It was all like their basement recordings, and what they first started playing live with. So there's a few songs that from that era that still that they still play now.
Right. So they're
Yeah,
going to play that
some
stuff
of the
again from the
hits.
early 70s then? Mid 70s?
Yeah, so
Pre-first album?
exactly.
All right.
It's the CDs came out as Hardcore Devo Volume 1, Hardcore Devo Volume 2. So that's what they're calling the show. So I'm taking Monday off. Needless to say.
Yeah.
Hey, Barona,
Yes.
the guy that put on the White Block shootout, his name was John?
John Hildebrand.
How did you meet that guy?
Y Block Forum.
Okay.
I just on the forum, man, through various threads of whatnot, and I just follow that stuff. That's how I learned how to put this 312 together. That's where I got some of my parts, some of those guys on the forum. And then I met him at NMCA, I think it was last year. He ran in Pomona. I don't know if you were there or not. You had to have been. I don't know. Maybe we got separated or something. I talked to him. I shot some photos. Talked to him briefly. Yeah, he was running his 31 coupe up there.
I don't remember, but
And same with
then again,
Charlie Burns, the guy who was running the GMC with the turbo-powered Y-block. He was running a, was it a 56, 57 pickup truck out in El Mirage, Bonneville. I met him. He was supposed to actually get me some. I forget if he was supposed to give me a water pump or something for this engine, but I ended up getting it from somebody else, and so I've heard his name and I've seen pictures of what he's done, and he's really tight with Tim McMaster, who's also the guy who runs up at Eagle Field. He runs I can't remember the displacement, but he also runs a Y block dragster, and he ran. I don't think he ran in Moon Eyes. He may have. I don't remember. I may get confused with the guy who does who sponsors puts together the Eagle Field drags, the toy maker. I'm sorry, I forgot his name.
Oh, I had it at the tip of my tongue.
Rocky Phillips.
That's
He's got the
toy
twin.
maker.
It's Toy Maker is his name on the ham.
Okay.
And he has a twin small block Chevy powered rail.
Twin meaning 2 engines.
2 engines, yeah, side by side. And he's the one who, I think he did a full 360 last year at Moon Eyes on the drag strip.
I remember seeing.
He
video
had
of
trouble
it.
hooking up, and then he did a 360 and was able to not hit a wall.
That's right.
Yeah. I think we
He
don't
lost
have,
control, but kept it in control.
Yeah, he got a little ways down the track, and it turned on him, and that was the same year I think the people had problems. So there was something going on there with one of those tracks. And I think they had a couple of wrecks.
They did.
Somebody did a good job on a Camaro, if I remember right.
And you know what? I remember that, and it's funny. I saw that video just the other day. The red Camaro. I remember we were shooting pictures and video,
Right.
but they had just cleaned the track because
somebody had laid something down out there.
if it was gas or
Because I know
oil
one
or
of my
something.
photos, he's past me, but he's already starting to move left.
Yeah,
Or he goes kind of right, and then he goes left, and then
But it was that lane,
right.
and
Same problem.
several things happened on that lane that day. But that Camaro started going. It'd be like second gear probably.
Oh yeah.
As
soon as he hits
and it just
yeah.
crosses the line to the left,
Right.
and just almost 90 degrees into the wall.
Right.
And I missed it on. No, I got it on video, but
You're probably too far away.
I'm too far away. There's a video on YouTube of it.
Right. Big track, probably someone in the stands.
It was probably Piero, because he stands up in the corner.
He stands. Yeah.
In the top corner.
Top corner.
And shoots down.
Right.
He's the one that got the purple
Purple people eater.
Yeah, doing
the bounce?
Doing the bouncing.
Right.
Better quality camera, further away.
For that lens, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And Tony
Colombini. What's the latest?
Let's see. Haven't talked to him. Well, at least since last. Seems like we just saw him.
Right.
Last
LA
weekend.
Roadster show, man. Last weekend.
Telling you, man. These 2 days.
Yeah, that's right. The consignment shop in the Orange Circle.
Right. Apparently, I got some. I didn't have all my addresses. URLs all correct. Go to Blacktop Magazine, and they're all there. As far as the remember telling you about the wooden bowls
Yeah.
and the consignment shop.
Right.
But the bad bike build.
Okay. Where are we at?
Last night, they put on the new fender from J&P Cycles.
Oh.
Fits like a glove, which is always nice. And he says to make sure to wear gloves when you're handling that stuff because the edges are kind of sharp. You know, on metal, and you're trying to move metal edges around. Then they
then the metal will leave your fingerprints too.
Yeah.
And it'll rust right there.
Then they fit and installed the Bitwell Mako taillight and the license bracket. Missed this part of it. Because we do things differently here, we had to use the tight reach extension wrench to tighten the bolts while the fender was on the bike. And then they both fit well over the Avon Mark II tires and the custom wheels that they got from Wheelworks. And they're getting the bike ready for Rip's Bad Ride at Pala Casino on Sunday.
All right.
That would have been today.
Yeah, Paula Casino.
I don't know the event.
It's a casino.
Okay.
And if it wasn't for bad luck, William.
Oh. That and I don't have the gambling gene. So sounds like the bike's getting
That's getting some press, it's getting some interest, and it's coming together.
It's coming together.
That's pretty cool.
Enough to where
it looks like a bike.
It's looking like a bike, and
A
they can
different
take
bike.
a share.
Looks like a
take
cool
it out,
bike.
To an event.
Right.
Try to drum up some support to
Absolutely
finish it up, and then they were going to work on the cat eye dash and the hand controls, both of them they got from J&P Cycles.
All right.
So it's coming together. I know they've got a deadline.
We're in June. Wow.
But
I think he's gonna pull it off, man.
Things are rolling. So Tony and Billy are doing some good work for some good causes. Support them how you can. Go to Bad Bike Build or blacktopmedia.com. There's enough on there, and honestly, there's enough stuff on blacktop.com to keep you busy reading and looking at stuff for quite a while.
There's event coverage, there's a blog, there's shop tours, there's all kinds of stuff, video. Oh.
Yeah, it's another good like when you're procrastinating.
I don't procrastinate here, William.
Okay.
I just don't sleep.
All right. Sometimes when I'm procrastinating,
Usually it's stuff I don't want to do, like yard work.
and you need a time filler,
Ooh.
and that you could you can justify that as research.
I spent 3 hours on YouTube the other night.
Okay, but if you go to Tony's site, it's car related.
True.
It's research.
That's all right. I hear you.
Okay. Therefore, it's no longer procrastinating. You're doing something. So, speaking of doing something, next week, Antique Nationals.
Sunday. Fontana.
Antique Nationals are at oh, that's right. They are at Fontana.
Full quarter this year. We're back at Fontana.
And then, what's going on the weekend after that?
Jeff. Sunday.
Okay.
It's the 4th of July on Friday.
Right.
Our independence for our country.
Exactly.
We declared independence from England. No taxation without representation. So the story goes.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Good old Sam Adams.
Be proud.
Sam Adams behind it all.
Yeah.
Thomas Jefferson writing
There you
the
go.
Declaration.
John Adams.
I was a 5th grade teacher. I know.
There you
I know
go.
all about all this stuff.
Hang your flag.
And read Johnny Tremaine.
There you go.
dust off that old copy or steal one from your kid.
You downloaded. You put it on your tablet.
Give it a reread. Feel proud. So, guess that's about it. Unless you got something else.
I got nothing for you, man.
Oh, yesterday at the truck show, we saw a couple interesting ways of hiding your gas cap.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because
Innovation and good smart thinking.
Because those gas tanks are like behind the seat.
Or the idle time where you can't sleep.
And it was always sketchy, smoking a cigarette with my gas tank right behind me.
Yeah, that's good engineering.
Yeah.
You can never figure that one.
And it vents through the cap,
right?
Which is on the driver's side.
Well, like I said though, the 53 to 56 is on the passenger side, except for one truck I saw yesterday. It was over there with the club trucks. It was all stock. I think it was a 54 or 55. It had the spare tire on the driver's side that had part of the...
Like in the bed?
No, it wasn't in the bed.
Okay.
It was on the fender side.
On the step side.
Gas cap was at the bottom on the driver's side, towards the back corner of the cab. That was the only instance where I saw a spare tire located on the outside behind the driver, with a cutout in the rear fender, but the cap was there. Everybody else, the cap was on the passenger side, high, I got confused.
I didn't obsess about it.
But that's what I noticed, 20 minutes before, and it drove me nuts because in your year, what, 60, from 61 to 66, it's right behind you outside, up high. Mm-hmm. So you just put the nozzle in, and it's right there. Of course, the tank is still inside the cab, but that was like that for the 57 to 60. So,
okay. But a lot of these older trucks,
there's so many options now.
Right. They want a fuel tank or a fuel cell.
Right.
Shave off that filler tube, fill it in, give it a good clean look.
Right.
Understandable, but
put some wood in the bed.
But then you start running into issues. It's like, how are you going to fill this thing up?
Right. With this big finger coming out of the side of your bed.
Because you don't have a trunk.
Right.
Where, if it was a car, put it, that can come up through the trunk.
Usually comes in through the trunk, right?
Yeah, it's a non-issue, but you don't have a trunk. We saw two pretty ingenious ways of doing it yesterday. First one, the guy had I think it was red oak.
Yeah, it was wood. It was a wood panel, a strip of wood panel, probably about 4 inches wide.
Right, your standard, wood, stainless,
plank, right?
Planks,
full length of the bed.
Right. He took one of these planks and put it on a hinge mechanism so that you can lift and turn this plank out of the way, exposing
the gas cap.
Which is a pretty good idea. And it went the full length of the bed so there wouldn't be a seam, and like a little door.
Right.
So when it was closed, seamless, you couldn't tell. And then the other one was simply
put it
ingeniously insane.
That looked awfully tight, but he's from out of state. Gas nozzles are different. Behind the taillight, like a 57 Chevy on the fin. So
the actual taillight, I'm guessing it was a spring-loaded.
It looked like
a
it.
spring-loaded latch.
Right. It almost looked like a trunk release knob from inside the cab that would probably pull it. But
so the plastic lens and
the whole bezel,
and I was going to say the
aluminum bezel around. Swung out.
Swing out. I don't remember seeing the electrical in there.
That's why I said it was probably mechanical cable, like
No,
for
the
for the actual light.
yeah, the can for the light.
No, I don't remember seeing. They have to see the photo for that.
Which then,
But you
because
see the
can would have had to go with
right
the plastic lens.
Yeah, you have to have some sort
Okay,
of
so
wiring
thus
for that.
exposing a hole.
Right.
And within that hole in the fender, going into the fender, was a gas cap.
Right.
And he was like Arizona.
Yeah.
And
But he had a subfloor inside that bed, and with his Gaylord cover,
right,
full bed cover.
Oh,
But he kept
everything about this truck was custom.
Yeah, but he kept the battery in there. He kept the spare in there. He kept the gas tank was in there. It may have been raised up a little bit, but you see with the tailgate up, you couldn't see any of that. He just had the bed cover kicked up probably 6-7 inches
because it was a show.
It was hinged. It was all nice, but the subfloor up top had I think it had like some sort of indoor-outdoor carpet or something. It was upholstered, it was clean. So all the ugly stuff from the engine compartment was basically now in the bed. And, you don't have a gas tank behind your seats. Everything was clean. And
the engineering on it.
I spent some time on that thing, man.
And the hood.
And he, basically re-engineered a new hinge system for a stock hood. That was stock. It wasn't fiberglass. It was metal. It still used the front release.
And safety latch.
So it could kick up on the front, probably quarter distance of stock.
Probably.
And then you could pull the back end up and forward like a 57 Fairlane. But it would drop the whole hood
out and totally
out
of the
in
way.
front and drop down. So you could get to the front if you had to, the radiator area, and the back if you had to get to, I don't know, a starter or an exhaust bolt or something.
Master cylinder.
Yeah.
Brake booster.
Yeah, exactly.
Those back spark plugs.
Right. If you have an FE, yeah.
It always seems like.
Well, he had like a
Angled the wrong way.
I think a 4.6 mod motor in there. So, but yeah, whatever you wanted. But like you said, that's to show off the engine, not bury it underneath this huge hood. So, but he spent a lot of time and getting that thing to actually work like that. So, hats off to that guy. I think it's Kevin Stone. So. He'll be working. That's for 61 to 66 F-100s. So he's working on a name and a website, and we did shoot a little bit of video, but that's cool, man.
I got to look into that lizard skin stuff the guy with the 64 was telling us about.
Oh, for heat insulation?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, because your roof, man.
Black truck, man. Black interior.
Black truck, no headliner. Right.
Yeah.
When he said, it's got no headliner, I'm like, okay. I didn't care. It was like, it's a truck, dude.
And
I'm not going to knock you for not having one. Just be a big chunk of masonite. It's just going to warp and look like bad laminate in a cheap hotel.
Well, he said he was going to do a fabric one.
I don't remember. He'll probably do it too.
Mm-hmm. I was surprised by that truck because...
See, the more you talk to him, the more you got like, oh yeah, okay, all right.
Well,
something so bare bones had been so cared for in the recent years. It's like more attention to detail and...
Okay, but I wasn't aware
two-tone
that they
paint.
made a custom cab in 64.
Oh, well, I think they've always had a custom cab, though.
Okay, but 64 was the weird year. 64 was like the hush hush years of the truck.
Oh,
It was the let's get rid of like
that's right. He was talking about
like
the interior. Yeah, that's
61s or let's see, the 61 came out, and then they started making the unibodies.
right.
62, 63, and realized the design flaw with them because if you had a load in the back and you parked on a hill, you couldn't open the door because it would.
Oh, it
Because
buckled.
because it was torqued up,
Flex, right.
and so knowing that they were going to do a redesign in 65, 64s you get a lot of
Weird
odd
stuff.
truck. Remember we saw
That step side, man.
the step side.
That was at the back end of a 56, man.
Right, they're trying to use up parts, knowing that a lot of it's going to get was getting redesigned. Including the alignment between the speedometer
Yeah, and the column.
and the column. Someone should have got fired over that mistake.
Got shot for that one. yeah, it'll work.
So,
Just put him on the passenger side. Tell him it's all good.
so having a custom cab, that's like the top of the line truck.
Yeah, that's right. He had like the trim, the upholstered trim on the door.
I asked him about that.
But it came that way.
That's what he said.
Because that's also stuff where you could bolt on or screw on.
Exactly.
Because it's all sheet metal usually.
Because it's 61 to 66.
Right.
That type of stuff will all fit.
Right.
But then,
But
but then on the door hand, it had custom cab on it, and
Right.
that's why I was asking him these questions because it was like 64. They're trying to like slide the stuff
under the rug, man.
right, not showcasing it.
Right.
Even 65, they didn't come out rolling hard with the custom cab. That was like mid to late year.
Yeah, but even though
Because they redesigned the truck,
but they added
the
a lot
29
more.
beam
They added a lot more trim for your year, though.
that came later.
That's
and
mid-year.
The mid-year and
All the
66
all the aluminum side molding.
when they realized that the public liked it.
Right.
More options.
352.
66. Well, 352 was
65.
Was 65. That was
Because
part of the redesign.
Last year the Y was 64, and that guy had a 6. No, that was a 223. 3-speed. I think. Column shift, wasn't it? Yeah.
It
I think
had
it
to
was.
been. They wouldn't have put a 4-speed in.
No,
The
it's
6-cylinder.
pointless. Yeah, that was interesting, though.
So, a very unique truck.
Yeah, it was kind of like...
But
yeah, it was like a bare bones truck with a couple of options thrown in. It's just like, why didn't you just get the 8?
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's like the Mustang. Power steering and AC. Geez, you could put another $80. You could have got the V8.
Yup.
All right.
All right. So,
Till next time.
till next time, which will be
Probably with Jeff.
Junkyard Jeff.
That's right, man.
McKelvey.
McKelvey, that's right. You got something to sell? Want something to buy? Go to junkyardfind.com. Post up your stuff. Save some cash. Don't pay eBay for your fees.
And we're not going to let him just talk about junkyardfind.com,
Junkyardfind.com,
which he's very good at.
I got all day long.
But
He's got a
bringing his
Mopar. So
Hemi Cuda.
I don't know if it has a Hemi in it, but he's got a CUDA.
Okay, he's bringing the Cuda down.
We're gonna
We're
shoot
gonna
some
talk
video.
about that.
I gotta see this, man.
Yep.
That's
We're
right.
going to get some car stuff
I
out of
want to
him.
get some car stuff out of that guy.
Yep. But we'll definitely talk about Junkyard Find, but we're also going to nail him down.
Yeah,
with
man. Let's
some
get a history of this car.
history of the car, why he got in, why
Why he's
What got
into
him
it,
into
man.
cars.
Yeah, he's
all that kind of stuff. So
character.
until then,
Yeah. Hey,
duty now for the future.
sign the petition.
Sign the petition.
Terminal Island Raceway.
I forgot to get the SEMA update. So
Racing in the strip, not on the street.
there you go. So until next time, my love,
This is David.
and don't skip on the